Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Lord of the Rings for DOS. This is your host Tifa's Revenge of Lorule, and we have left off here at some ruins here, more full ruins standalone. But if you use perception here, so let's just go ahead and use our skill. And you notice one other thing, I've renamed some of my guys just because it's for comedic relief more than anything else. And we find a silver horn. So, that's item number 2 for the fetch quest. Now, what we're going to want to do is go up. Go north here of this forest here. Yeah. And then we want to go east. And now this next battle over here, I had some very interesting things happen. But before we get into this next battle, let's just take a look at Celeborn or Celeborn, however you pronounce it. I actually renamed him to Spicule! Hey, it's Spicule! Ow, it's hot! Yes, Star Ocean. And his stats, they're pretty decent. So what I'm going to do off screen is I'm going to give him some good equipment. Let's see what he has right now. Yeah, so he's got some swords, some lemdus. Okay, so I already gave him some stuff off screen, and he's got Galadriel's key, so we're going to be using that later. So let's get going this way, and just for the hell of it, let's put him in the lead. Spicule. There we go. And yes, I love Star Ocean 2. There was even a video in this Let's Play where I had the Star Ocean 3 music. So where is this fight? It's coming up. There we go. So one thing that I found out here is when I first played this game, there were I think more orcs. There were like 6 of them. But since I reloaded my game off screen without actually, after I actually had fought this battle once, then for some reason there's some global variable in the game that gets set permanently or flag that has the number of enemies here. So when I was actually fighting these guys off screen, he was difficult. Fury of the attack seems to have alerted a lot of their foes. So round 2, fight! Alright, so now we're fighting Uruks. They have a bit more HP, and I think they actually hit a little bit harder, but we can still pretty much take them on. There we go. Alright, John Rhys Davies hits for 11 damage. No damage. Oh, come on, Legolas. You hit him in at point-blank range. Alright, kill him, Leroy. Actually, this isn't Leroy. I renamed him to James Rolfe Aragorn. Because I love the AVGN. Fury of the attack seemed to have alerted more foes. Now, if you notice here, we've got 3 Uruks and 1 Olaghai troll. And my keyboard, for some reason, is being a little laggy. I may need to change the batteries out. It's a wireless keyboard, so it's probably going low. Now, one other thing. Look at your stats here and pay particular attention to your endurance and life stat here. 24. RPG Limit Break, obviously. I changed Mary's name from Awesome Games Done Quick Rules. Because, yes, I love watching those shows. They're awesome. And Boromir I changed to Ned Stark for obvious reasons. In Game of Thrones, Sean Bean. So, you could say that I've had a little bit too much time on my hands this holiday weekend. There goes the Uruk. Now, the Olakai can hit you for a lot of damage, but fortunately, they don't have a whole lot of dexterity, so they do not get very many turns by the time they attack, and sometimes you can kill them easily. And there we go, the zombie in Doom again. He missed. That's excellent. All right, RPG limit break. Booyah. All right, Ned Stark, come on. Slaughter these guys. Makes me wish I was fighting White Walkers. And go Deakus. So fierce is your ability in battle that the remainder of your foes are dismayed, and then the elves come and help you, and all the orcs go back to Dol Guldur. You have won a great victory. So, now if you look at your stats here, now that they're at 24 instead. So just to go through, I'll just go back to where I was there. And look at that, 26 for RPG limit break. That is awesome, isn't it? So, that's one of the harder battles if you fight it without actually just reloading your old save game. Because then there'll be like 2 to 3 times more enemies there. I'm not sure why that happens, but it's a global variable that's set in the system. And this is like the marsh fight, so now we're gonna go south here, go along the seashore here. That's the river Anduin, I believe. So just keep going south this way. Use the auto map. See where I am. Now we're at the dock. Usually there's swan ships here, but they're none here right now because we haven't finished the quest yet, and we haven't talked to Galadriel at the mirror. The quest is actually optional, so let's wander around here. So there's some burial mounds here. So what we want to do is we want to use the shovel and dig. Near the docks were the graceful ships of Lorien are berthed is the scabbard of a great sword. So that's item number 3. 3 out of 5, down. Boromir examines the scabbard and then gasps. This is the sign of the House of Hurin, stewards of Gondor. Oh, wonderful. Gondor, huh? Awesome. Too bad we're not going there in this game. We actually are going to go north to Dol Guldur. And who's this? Numenor. Okay, well, you're cute, but unfortunately we've got other things to do. And it looks like there's one of the elves here. I believe this is, what's his name? Malkir, yeah, son of Saragan. And off screen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up, see what you could do, and I'll be right back. So let me just pause the game real quick. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything we can do with this elf here, so we're going to go back out. If the game will let me, yes, thank you. And we're going to go back into Carscaladon. There's the burial mound. If you haven't dug it up, just make sure you do that. Who's this one? Interesting name's Lunel. This guy up here, I actually talked to off screen. Earendil. You can, if you say yes to him, he offers you to train you in bows. So you can get a skill of bows for one of your hobbits, such as my Fool of the Took here. So that's what I'm going to do. That is, well, who knows? But I said yes, so he might have already trained one of my other guys, so who knows? I've had more glitches in this game than I can count fingers on my hand, so if you guys hadn't seen the last video. Well, actually, that's just one big glitch. According to one of the guys who was actually planning on speedrunning this game, I just actually received a comment from him, so that's another reason why I had paused. So who's this fair maiden here? Melith, forgive me if I am sad. Aww. I swear that all the female elves in the Lorien here are all depressed. Galadriel seems to be the only one who's basically, she's basically the elf queen of this whole place and one of the most powerful elf wizards out there. Very much like Zelda. Irony, huh? Alright, well, I've got the map all filled out here in Carskeladon, and I need to find where the rest of them are. Oh, looks like we're in a bar here. This is actually good because this is what I was looking for. Because you can get some ale and some hot food here. I'll give that to RPG Limit Break, John Rhys Davies, Orlando Bloom there, and why not? James Rolfe. You need some Rolling Rock, don't you? Is there anything else here? I thought for some reason that this is where you get the bottle, or the wine bottle. Let's see if he knows about the crown. Anything? No. He's talking about Red Horde Pass. We already did that a few videos ago, so. What about this dude here? Maybe we can find some more information from him as well. And, yeah, this game's a bit trippy sometimes. Oh, come on. The other thing is I do have my CPU cycle set pretty high, so possibly that's why. Now, for some reason, I can't get to talk to that other elf there, so. But anyway, with that being said, I am actually going to, off-screen, look for the bottle, and then next video, I'll show you guys where it is, and I will see you guys next video. All right, until then, this is Tifa's Revenge Lowroll signing off. Have a great day, and happy Veterans Day. Never mind, I found it. It was in the back here. Turns out it was just in this there. So, take two. Tifa's Revenge signing off.